Hello, my name is Jared Altick, and I'm a chaplain with the police department. When I was growing up, listening to Paul Harvey on the radio had a profound impact on me. He would tell you the news, add some commentary, and include one of his famous The Rest of the Story tales. He would also occasionally narrate an essay like the one that I'll be reading today. Paul Harvey was a huge influence in my speaking style, especially the skilled use of dramatic pauses and his seamless segues, and also the value of being concise. I'm just not ever going to give you 3 hours of uncut ramblings. I can't do it. And these very short episodes are the ones that I've spent the most time on, editing and reworking, rewriting and modifying each sentence to find just the right word at just the right pace. In this essay, Paul Harvey writes about the policeman. This must have been close to his heart because the rest of the story is that Paul Harvey's father was a policeman, murdered when Harvey was only 3 years old. I've edited the text slightly to modernize a few bits of the mid-20th century vocabulary he used, and I've resisted the temptation to mimic Harvey's voice and his exact cadence. Otherwise, the text of the essay is unaltered, and I will read it as Harvey did when it was broadcast decades ago. I hope you enjoy. A Policeman by Paul Harvey. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess. A mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Curated statistics wave the fan over scoundrels, underscoring instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. But what that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried beneath the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He, of all men, is at once the most needed and most wanted, a strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig, or worse, behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think that he won, but if the policeman is neatly dressed, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a jerk. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer, but if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp, or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where the sin is and not partake. A policeman must, from a single human hair, be able to describe the crime, the weapon, and the criminal and tell you where the criminal is hiding. But if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. And if he doesn't, he's an idiot. And if he gets promoted, he has political pull. And if he doesn't get promoted, he's worthless. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless solicitor or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.